Good morning, everyone. Go ahead and get started this morning. Welcome to the Jiffy Lube Method to Sell Anything. Before we get started, you can probably tell by my voice, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm going to be dark. I got a nose that looks like Rudolph, so bear with me on that one. First thing we want to do is go with a few housekeeping. We're going to have a hard stop at 10:45. That's to respect your time. Everybody's busy, so I do appreciate you taking the time this morning to join us. I've muted everybody's mics, but if you feel like you want to unmute and get in conversation, feel free to do so. Now, I do record all these sessions, and I record them for one, so we can post them later for people that weren't able to attend due to timing, customers, what have you. So we'll be recording all these and posting them. Usually takes us a couple days to get that up. Post surveys. You're going to receive a post survey by email after this. We ask that you do fill that out. It's very important to us, very important to me. And I want to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's okay. That's the way we make ourselves better. Also, at the end of the Zoom today, there will be a QR code. If you want to just take your phone, snap that, and fill it out. It takes about 2, 3, 4 minutes maybe. And when you snap that QR code, that triggers us to send you $100 DAG rewards points. What that does, that results in about a $10 gift card. So please take time to fill the survey out. I appreciate it. Who is DAG? Since 2007, Dealer Advantage Group has been committed to providing training, advising, and consulting services to franchise and independent dealers throughout the U.S. and Canada. We only use legal, ethical, and profitable advising methods, and we're committed to trainers. That's what we are. We are trainers. We love to train. We do it every day, all day. That's what we're about. And we use the Sandler-based training methodology. Great news, we got a new office up in the Motor District in Westfield, going to be open later next month. This place is going to be a lot of fun, excitement. We're looking forward to it. A little bit about me real quick. I'm Vice President of Training and Development. Been in the business for over 25 years. Got maintained a verifiable 3,000 plus per car average. Lived in Indiana all my life, married 3 kids. My middle son, Bryce, he's actually a local F&I manager at a Metro dealership here. On the left there, you'll find my contact information. Feel free to write it down. You can contact me by calling me, texting me, email, however. Just get a hold of me if you have a question. I'm here for you. I'm here to answer your questions. Excuse me. So let's get into first part of this here. So the Jiffy Lube method of selling. This all started when Sean McCool, DAG's founder, accidentally discovered this through secret shopping. He was tasked to secret shop a service department of an existing client. They weren't doing very well in their service department. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Can anybody put in the chat and let me know if they could see this page? Okay, thank you. All right, sorry about that. Sorry. So he was tasked to secret shop his service department one of our existing clients. He gathered the information, and then he realized he should also secret shop the market leader within light maintenance work. So he thought, who else but to secret shop, but Jiffy Lube. I mean, as you know, they have stolen a lot of business from the dealers for various reasons. And that's for another topic sometime. Now, in terms of why or how, he learned something that he decided would work, and we have put it into a lot of our stores and having a lot of success by this method. It's not just F&I or management dependent. You could be selling the car. Any salespeople on here? I mean, you guys can utilize this. You can use it. What inspired us about the Jiffy Lube experience to sell the car or endorse an F&I product. But I'm going to come back to that, to the Jiffy Lube story, because I have to explain the why. Actually, the why behind how Jiffy Lube works. This is the 5 reasons why people buy in this precise order. Number 1 is you. It's you. By far, number 1. Number 2 is the dealership or the company. 3 is the product. 4, price, payment, terms. And 5 is timing. Now, consumers make decisions. They make decisions impulsively to a degree on what they buy, why they buy, and why they don't buy. So number 1, I'm selling me. I'm so excited to talk to you about this oil change. I mean, right? Number 2, then I sell the dealership or the company. It's so easy to work here at Jiffy Lube because they offer this incredible product and service. 3, then the product, the oil change. Let me explain the oil change to you. You're going to love it. 4, then eventually I get to the price. It's only $39.99. And lastly, then the timing of the oil change, and I can get you in right now, today. So Jiffy Lube follows these 5 steps every time. It's like mandatory there. This is the steps they use. It's culture. It's what they do. Now, I'm going to talk to you about Jiffy Lube, and I'm going to explain how this came about. Again, it came about because our owner, Sean, was tasked to secret shop a service department by an owner. So he went out and did that. And he discovered what he thought was an okay way to present a quick decision like an oil change. How much can you really sell an oil change? I mean, it's oil. It's a commodity. Well, maybe it's not. Because after he did that, and he thought it was just okay, acceptable presentation, he decided to call the market leader of oil changes and impulse maintenance decisions Jiffy Lube. Now, Sean was absolutely blown away that it's not a commodity. You think it's a commodity, but it's not a commodity. So before I tell you the story precisely what he discovered, I need to explain the why this will work. Why will the consumer buy? Because of this Jiffy Lube approach. Now, with that being said, they buy you. That's it. They buy you. Again, by far, number one. So when I go into a dealership, here's kind of what I find. Let's say they have 10 salespeople. Well, last time I checked, every salesperson sells out of the same building, out of the same advertising budget, using the same process, with the same inventory. Yet, how are all those things the same when I enter a training room and look at the monthly sales leaderboard? There's only one variable. How can there be someone at the very top and then someone at the very bottom? Don't they all sell the same cars with this exact pricing, advertising, and processes? I mean, they generally work the same hours or same amount of hours. So there's only one variable. It's the salesperson. It's you at the dealership, right? There's nothing else any different. It's all about you. It's proof of concept is what it is. It's proof of concept that people absolutely buy you. They are evaluating you the moment you greet them. They are calculating everything they are getting from you, consuming from you. Are you not excited to talk to them? Is it just a ho-hum type greeting? Your appearance matters, right? Are your shoes dirty? Is your shirt untucked? Do you just kind of look sloppy? Do you look like you just rolled out of bed? Your posture. Are you slumped over? People are just consuming all this data, if you will, and making decisions based on all these factors. So again, to you salespeople of the world, walk into your sales training room and look at the board. Now, don't blame the top guy that's there every month on the fact that he or she always gets all the house deals. Because yes, they might get a couple extras. And if you're sitting there shaking your head no, that this doesn't go on, yes, it does. I've been there. But there's a reason why the house gives the deals to the top person. They know they are going to succeed. Their confidence is so high in that person because their numbers, they sell themselves. And the rest of it after that, the first thing they do is sell themselves. So would you provide a house deal to the person who sold 3 cars last month? Of course not. You wouldn't. If you were in that position, you wouldn't. As a salesperson, you may think, well, he should. No, you wouldn't. You give it to the best. No offense. They're better than you because they're at the top. So yay, they might get a couple extra deals, but that's not the reason that they sell 22 and you sell 12. They didn't get 10 house deals. The reason they're outselling you, and sometimes it's hard to hear this, so everyone put your egos aside. The reason they're outselling you is because they're better than you. Excuse me. Now, that doesn't mean you can't improve. I'm not saying you can't get better, but that's just reality. Now, again, you both work at the same dealership, selling the same new and used vehicles, both with the same pricing, the same payment presentation or process, and all that stuff. Everybody's customers have a similar time frame as to when they're going to buy or when they want to buy. So, proof of concept, guys and gals, people buy you. That's what they buy. They buy you. So then we as an organization, Dealer Advantage Group, we feel very strongly that this is the order of why people buy. So we took what we learned from Jiffy Lube, we listened, we role played. Let me tell you, we role played. We reviewed it, and we generally kept the structure the same. They agree with this order. Just for all you people out there, if you think that Jiffy Lube is some maintenance company or service company, you're wrong. They're a sales organization. They are really a sales organization. They happen to sell maintenance and service, but they're a sales company. Are you a sales company? Say that again. Are you a sales company? So again, these 5 things, why people buy. Now we're going to get in to the Jiffy Lube story. This is the secret shopping of the dealership. Again, years ago, Sean, DAG's founder, was asked by one of our dealership clients to help with their service drive oil change sales. Here's how that conversation went. The dealer: I tend to do poorly with capturing oil changes. I'm not really sure why. I do know that it's important to the company because the more people come back and get their oil and maintenance work done here, the more likely they'll return to buy their next vehicle or second car, etc. Retention is very important. Sean, will you do me a favor? Will you call my service department, secret shop them, and just tell me what they say? Sean: sure, I'll do that. Later, Sean called into the dealership. The service advisor: hello, Sean, I'm interested in getting an oil change. The service advisor seemed polite and nice. Service advisor goes, it's $39.99 and I can get you in today. Now, the price was competitive. The timing was right. So they got 4 and 5. They did get the last 2 of the 5, but that's what they did. Then Sean had another meeting with the dealer. And the dealer goes, so Sean, what did you find out? Now, at this time, Sean didn't know anything about the Jiffy Lube approach. So Sean told them the following. Well, it seemed reasonable to me. The guy was nice, the price was fair, and the timing was good. At that time, we were learning just like you are today. But at the time, Sean thought, it's just an oil change. It's a commodity. What's the difference? Who cares? The price was reasonable and I can get it done today. So that was his experience on the secret shopping of the dealership. And let's go back and kind of review then. So the order why people buy is on the left. On the right is the secret shopping dealership results. So did they do one? Eh. Did they do two? Eh. Did they do three? Eh. Hey, they did do number 4. They told them the price. And they got number 5. They said they could get them in today. So, you look at that and go, well, they got 40%. Well, did they? Not really, because number 1 is so heavily weighted. Then number 2, then number 3. They got the last 2. Now, let's look at when Sean went and secret shop Jiffy Lube. The Jiffy Lube advisor. Thank you for calling Jiffy Lube. How may I help you today? Sean, I'm interested in an oil change. Jiffy Lube. Oh my gosh. I am so glad you're calling me and asking me about our oil change because, well, ours is like the greatest oil change of all oil changes. Frankly, one of the reasons why I decided to work here is because there are a lot of places in the world that offer oil changes. I chose to work for Jiffy Lube because they created and developed this incredible oil change package and service for you. Let me explain it to you. We don't use regular oil. We use only the best available oil designed especially for your vehicle based on its current mileage. Compared to everyone else that just uses a generic oil, we replace your oil filter using our superior Jiffy Lube filtration designed oil filter. Then we discard your old, messy oil filter and engine oil in an environmentally safe manner. Protecting the environment is very important to us. As we do all this, we're also going to vacuum your vehicle's interior. Then while we have the hood open, we will be topping off all your fluids. With winter approaching, we will use our anti-freezing washer fluid for you. Lastly, we will do a quick safety inspection of the vehicle. I will ensure they check your wiper blades, any light bulbs that may be out, and the tire pressure is correctly inflated. I'm sure they will all be fine. We just want to ensure everything is safe and in proper working order. You won't believe this. We only charge $39.99 for all this. Let me ask you a question. How far away are you from us? I can take care of you in the next 15 minutes. Does that work? Or do you need a little more time to get here? Wow. Huge difference. I'm ready to go get my oil changed. That's a huge difference. So let's look at this. So again, 5 reasons why people buy. The dealership, Jiffy Lube. Did they talk about you or did they talk about themselves? Yes. They talk about Jiffy Lube? Yes. They talk about the product? Absolutely. Price? Yes. Timing? Now. So they hit on all 5 of them compared to the dealership. So let me ask you, class, if you went in and was looking or calling in to get your oil change, the first one, again, you might still go there. But the second one at Jiffy Lube, you're hopping in your car and starting it and going and getting there as quick as you can. So what we've done is we've taken and we put in DAG's Jiffy Lube script. Now, anybody that wants this script, just send me an email, text me, what have you, and I'll get it to you. So again, the precise order is 1U, easily, by far, number 1. Number 2 is dealership or company. 3 is the product. 4 is price, payment, and terms. And 5 is timing. So let's kind of go through this script and again, you can tailor this to be your own person, but you really want to stay as close to this as possible to make sure you hit all the points. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I have to talk to you about something insanely important. It's really important to me, and it's going to be really important to you. You know, I had many options of where to work, but I decided on working here. One of the main reasons is how we select our partners. The dealership gets hundreds of extended warranty companies asking us to sell their products. But we proudly selected a company called Portfolio. Why? Well, when our customers came into our service department and had purchased a Portfolio plan, every single one of them was ecstatic. Their claims processed so easy. They simply present the contract, their vehicle was fixed, and Portfolio even paid the service department directly. It's really incredible. Plus, they have these safety features such as 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the U.S. We had a customer call and thanked us for presenting a Portfolio plan to them as they had a breakdown in the middle of the night on a very busy highway. Portfolio sent a tow truck, paid for their hotel, and sourced them a rental car while their vehicle was being fixed. It was an incredible experience. You can't put a price tag on safety. And wait until you see the price. Personally, I can't even believe they can offer to cover your entire vehicle for the prices they offer. They're so low that it almost doesn't make sense. Most of the customers roll the Portfolio plan into their financing for only a couple bucks a day. You'd want to buy it now because that's the only way we can put it into your loan. Unfortunately, I've seen customers that don't and forget later. And of course, that's when they have the $5,000, $6,000, and sometimes even $10,000 repair. I can't imagine what that would do to my personal budget. Congrats again on your vehicle purchase, and I'll let our finance department know you're ready to sign and drive. So if you follow this script and hit these points, you're going to be successful. And again, if you want this, just send it to me. Send me a request and I'll get it to you.